Hi everyone, it's Becky here. So today is a glorious sunny day here in Vancouver, and here I am at Forecast Cafe on Main Street and 14th Avenue in Vancouver. So this cafe is the most spacious one that I've ever been to. It's so big, kind of like a restaurant. So while waiting for the chicken burger to arrive, I sketched my cup of latte, which took me about 5 to 7 minutes. Now I'm ready to sketch my chicken burger, starting with a contour outline of the top of the half bun, and then the lettuce and the purple cabbage in the middle in organic sliced shapes, and then this fried chicken patty in the very middle. Yeah, so using bumpy lines to show the crispy edges of the chicken patty. Is a pretty big one, very generous serving. And then, yeah, little squiggles for the crispy texture. And the bottom bun. And some more sliced veggies. The bottom of the bun is nice and round, very much like the bottom of a cylinder. And the top bun is half of a sphere. So that's very much it for the drawing. Accentuate here and there. And then drawing this little sheet of wrapping paper underneath, and the napkin on the next layer. And this burger is served very nicely on a black wooden tray, so that's on the very bottom. Yeah, so I like the little sense of depth here. So I'm sipping my coffee and just getting this drawing done, which took me about like 3 to 5 minutes. Now I'm ready to work quickly on the watercolors, starting with diluted yellow ochre. Yellow ochre mixed with a bit of orange for the chicken patty. Orange brown, wet onto wet for the burger bun. And slightly darker and more concentrated orange brown for the chicken patty, playing with a little bit of value transition. And then lime green with a bit of yellow ochre for the lettuce slices, and royal purple and a bit of magenta for the cabbage. And using a bit of leftover green for the 2 pieces of pickles. Intensify the burger bun with more burnt sienna and a little bit of blue to intensify the brown, same as the chicken patty. Yeah, so everything needs a little bit more contrast and more intense royal purple for the cabbage slices. So basically, if you want to make everything to shine in your painting, it's better to use at least 2 values. And now just painting the napkin with diluted yellow ochre, a bit of raw umber. For the wooden blackboard, it's a mix of cobalt blue, green, and a bit of purple. Another layer, yeah, for a bit of value transition. Everything under the sun is never a single solid value. And then having fun with these thin brush marks of green for the design of the wrapper. And don't forget a little bit of shadow under the burger bun here, as well as the napkin. There we go. Now I'm really enjoying this cup of vanilla latte, and the chicken burger is super delicious. And now I'm ready to sketch a bit of the view outside the windows and these 2 ladies on my right hand side, just at the next table. As you can see, I did a few very gentle pencil lines to separate the outdoor area and the indoor area with the people. So now starting with this lady on the left hand side with a ponytail. Now she stood up and started to order her food and drink. So I had to finish sketching her friend first. As usual, starting with the shape of the hair, and then the profile view, the contour outline of the face, and then extending to her chest area, the hand holding the phone, eye looking down, swiping on the phone. And I just drew the hood of her shirt, adding a bit of hair texture using loose curving lines, and her upper arm, a bit of elbow. Alright, so that's very much it for this lady. I think the face and the upper body of most people are the most interesting. So now her friend just came back with her order. I think she ordered the same chicken burger as me. That's probably because that is really delicious. So I just finished her facial expression. She's also looking down, swiping on her phone. She's also wearing a hooded shirt Yeah, just finishing the contour outline of her body. Upper arm with the elbow, bit of her pants. Okay, adding a little bit of details and giving her the sunglasses on top of her head. Yeah, so that's very much it for these two ladies. Little bit wrinkle on her elbow area. Now ready to move on to drawing the window frames. But before that, I want to add another lady. She's blonde, also putting her sunglasses on top of her head. Yeah, so this one is more loosely done, super spontaneously. And her coffee cup. She's also looking at her phone. And a much smaller man in the distance in a cap. So yeah, so that's the people in front of me on my right. And this is the entrance of the cafe, which is pretty far away. Tiny doors there and more little window frames in the far distance. Yeah, again, this cafe is very spacious. So I forgot to bring my filming tripod for self-portrait filming. So I have to put it in front of me or holding it with my left hand in the air. There you go. So now I'm just doing the easy thing, drawing the vertical lines of the window frames. Yeah, because I'm sitting so close to the windows. The windows more far away, extremely foreshortened, as you can see behind the lady with long hair. And then the window panels closer to me, they look a little bit wider, but still foreshortened because of perspective. So just adding these quite numerous layers of vertical and a few horizontal lines. Yeah, so that's it for the window frames. Now I'm ready to draw this slanting line, which is the awning, the bottom of the awning as seen from my perspective, and those metallic brackets. After that, I'm ready to draw this dominant object right outside the middle window, which is the traffic light post and the street sign saying East 14th Avenue. That gives identity to this location. And just shade this post with solid brown ink because it's actually dark colored. Coming back to the foreground again, along the edge of the awning, hang the little lamps, which is really cute. So just getting those done. Now, in connection with the middle part of the traffic light post are these black umbrellas belonging to this Forecast Cafe, which is in the right outside around the patio area. Just drawing these tables right outside the window, the patio area, these benches and wooden tables. As you can see, the lines of these tables and benches, as well as the railing bars, they all have a sense of perspective. Yeah, so these are all rectangular prisms. Yeah, so I think the three dimensionalities of these tabletops are pretty important to give a sense of three dimension for the space outside the window. Okay, so now I'm ready to move on to finishing the traffic light post. Make sure it's connected to the railing of the patio area, and one pot of plants hanging on the railing bar at the patio area. Accentuate the tables a little bit. Final bit of polish. Now I want to add a passerby, a lady. So there's more life for this street and the bike. Okay, so now I'm ready to summarize the details in the very back on the other side of the street, starting with that lamppost with the flakes. It's looking shorter and smaller because it's far away. And then I want to include the car passing by as well. Now for these buildings, they're mostly gray and muted browns. So this is how I simplify these shop fronts with a little bit of sense of perspective. And this one is going to this direction around the street corner. A couple of trees behind, electricity post, and some birds fluttering by. Alright, so that's the essence of this streetscape outside the window. It's detailed, but not overwhelmingly full of unnecessary details. So now just adding this last table here, very close to me, right outside, and this bike is kind of like a point of interest on the bottom right corner. Bike handles, the bars, and a little bit of the other wheel behind. Corner of the street. And that's it. Just writing down the day and date and the place. Now ready to paint watercolors, starting with this diluted mellow yellow ochre. As you can see, everything under the sun is illuminated and glazed with a bright whitish yellow. And grabbing some cerulean blue, starting from the top part of the sky, and then diffuse it with a little bit of water towards the middle and bottom. So the sky is looking pretty translucent, and there's really air in the sky. So yeah, so sky for me, it looks more solid on the very top half. Starting from the middle toward the bottom, that value of blue start to diffuse even into a turquoise green tone. So that's the sky, nice and bright. Now I'm starting to add some more warm yellows. This is like diluted yellow ochre with a little bit lemon yellow for the walls, for the interior. And then diluted burnt sienna with a little bit raw umber for those buildings on the other side of the street. Just keeping the color tones very simple. Things in the far distance, they could have like a really fade out look. And then some leftover blues for those glass window and door panels. And adding a bit of shadows using the leftover blue, violet, blue kind of gray. Yeah, so on bright sunny days, I love looking for those dramatic, sharp shadows. And then, yeah, just keep adding some more colder blues to give a sense of shaded areas for those buildings. Bright yellow-orange for the back of the traffic light, and leftover green for the street sign and trees far away, those evergreen pine trees. And then leftover bluish gray for that car there. So painting a sunny day scenery is all about finding balance between the warm and cold colors. You need both. You can't just have warm colors only or too much cold colors. So all about finding the harmony and balance. So as you can see for these tables and benches, they're mostly warm yellows, the wooden surfaces, and the same for the street. And for those buildings, it's kind of a warmer dark brown. And these umbrellas, they are pretty a solid black. So instead of using jet black, I mix my own black using cobalt blue and purple. Shade around these tables and railings a little bit. Okay, so that's it for the painting part of the outdoor scenery. I just keep it really simple and clear with the color scheme. Now it's time to render the interior and the people. So adding some stronger yellow-orange tones for the wooden door and window frames there in the far back. And also at the same time shaded with some colder leftover grays. Skin color is a mix of orange and red, diluted with a lot of water, kind of matching the color of the burger buns and the coffee. And just grabbing some green, diluted to paint this lady's shirt. As I remember, now she's gone, but I still remember the color of her shirt. And then playing with brown, yellow-brown values for these ladies' hair. Yeah, and just keep having fun blending the values of browns to sepia, especially for this lady's hair. And the blonde hair is also slightly shaded with a bit of brown on the bottom. Now I'm ready to move on to painting these outfits. I remember she was wearing kind of a peachy colored shirt, blue jeans. This one she was wearing gray, light gray shirt. So when I'm painting these shirts and pants, as you can see, I'm always playing with a little bit of value transition, the same color, more or less water. Starting with a watery light value and then blend on a darker value containing less water. So yeah, to create the illusion of 3D body forms. For these window bars, the edge closer to the outside is pretty much white, illuminated by the sun. So just watch out not to overpaint. And last part, just painting those small things outside the window, and that's it. Here's the look of my finished sketch. It took me about 1 hour and 30 minutes to draw and paint. Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. If you like it, please click like and leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel for weekly updates. I update my channel with 2 to 3 new videos every week. And I will see you again very soon next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.